just like that. She throwing it back, she throwing it back, just like that, just like that. She throwing it back, she throwing it back, just like that, just like that. She throwing it.
Chelsea, baby, send me a beat. I always knew I can do this. Hold on, be quiet, don't say shit. I always knew I can do this. Hold on, be quiet, don't say shit. I always knew that I can do this. Hold on, wait, be quiet, don't say shit.
Welcome back, you guys. I'm going to do a reaction to the Young Thug situation keeps getting worse. Yes, I see everything about the Young Thug and all this other stuff situation. I'm gonna let you guys know this now. I'm gonna let you guys know this now. I don't care who's snitching, who's not snitching, because I'm not a part of that lifestyle. So I personally don't care who's snitching or who's not snitching. You know, snitch away, don't snitch away. I don't care what y'all niggas be doing. Dead ass. But since this is the conversation at the moment, let's just see what's going on and get down to the bottom of it. But now let's go in and see what he's talking about for real.
The world learned that Young Thug was a rat, but ever since then, the Young Thug snitch situation has gotten progressively worse ever since, and there's no sign that there's a stopping in sight. The soundbite from Young Thug interrogation footage not only confirmed from my perspective that Young Thug is a rat, but it also confirmed Young Thug is the worst type of rat. But I'll explain exactly what I mean by that a little later on in this video. However, the Young Thug snippets that convince the world that Young Thug is a snitch also encourage his enemies like Gunna, like Rollo, like YSL Woody. It encouraged them to step forth and give their side of why they don't like Young Thug. And when they step forth, they gave some pretty convincing reasons why Young Thug is a terrible human being. YSL Woody will call Young Thug a manipulator. Rollo will break down how Young Thug has been blackballing and taking food off a lot of people's tables by making calls behind the scenes and telling other major artists in Atlanta not to work with certain people because he don't like them, but he will give those major artists a reason like, yo, he a snitch. And the reasons he will give for them being a snitch or why they can't be worked with are reasons that aren't as bad as what we've seen Young Thug do over the last 48 hours. Why I say particularly that Young Thug is the worst type of rat? Because it's one thing to snitch and it's one thing to conceal that you snitch, but it's one thing to look yourself in the mirror and truly brainwash yourself that your own rules don't apply to you. Young Thug attempted to recreate the rules of the streets.
Well, one thing I do know, you can't call nobody a snitch if it's not on paperwork. And yeah, so I'm not calling Young Thug a rat. I'm not doing none of that. Altogether, I really don't care.
To fit his wrongdoings. Like, for example, Young Thug got a brother named Unfunk. Unfunk was also a co-defendant on the YSL case. Unfunk and Gunna took the exact same plea deal. Young Thug will call Gunna a snitch and ask everybody to blackball Gunna, but Young Thug will say that his brother did nothing wrong. This is just another example of how Young Thug is a hypocrite and think the rules of the streets don't apply to him. So Thug tweets out, my brother would have rolled the whole trip out, but when them guys took the plea, I told my brother to take it too. Ninja had just did 12 years and ain't want to put my mama through that again. Young Thug considered Gunna plea deal snitching because Gunna said YSL is a gang. But Young Thug told his own brother, according to him, to snitch because he didn't want his mama to have both sons in jail during Christmas. So it's okay for your brother to snitch to go home to his mama, but Gunna can't take the same plea deal and go home to his mama. Now, y'all might say, well, is Young Thug he's telling on, right? No. Young Thug had co-defendants. So Young Thug telling his brother to snitch is Young Thug telling his brother to...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that is kind of what, nigga? Just from my knowledge in particular, and my knowledge, the same plea that Gunna took, it's the same plea that multiple of them took. You feel me? Do I think Gunna is a snitch? No. I mean, but that's not really for me to decide because, again, I'm not in that life, so I don't really know. But even if he is a snitch, I don't give a fuck, clearly.
Also snitch on his co-defendants because their mama shouldn't have two of her sons in jail during Christmas. See, what Unfunk plead to, we got his plea deal. His plea deal is more outrageous than Gunna plea deal. Two other YSL associates racked up additional charges for stabbing up YFN Lucci. It was alleged they snuck phones into the prison and they was actually on the phone with Young Thug while in jail, orchestrating the hit on YFN Lucci. Unfunk pled guilty to conspiring with those YSL associates. So on or about April 3rd, 2022, I discussed with a YSL associate securing protection for another YSL associate at the Fulton County Jail. He signed and said yes. On or about April 14, 2022, I, along with another YSL associate, discussed harming an inmate at the Fulton County Jail because I believe the inmate harmed another YSL.
Why folks be in jail and just saying stuff they're not supposed to be saying, just in general? I never got that. Like, you dead ass being recorded. Like, it's not like somebody put a bug in your phone or whatever. No, nigga, you being recorded. So why is you discussing certain things on the phone? Especially if it's not your own phone.
So associate, he claimed yes. During the April 14, 2022
Even though they can tap that too.
Conversation reference in section 5, I also discussed using a drone to fly illegal cell phones into the jail. Young Thug just admitted on Twitter that he told his brother to snitch on other YSL associates so he could go home and be with their mama for Christmas because their mama don't deserve to have 2 sons in jail. Young Thug is the worst type of rat there is, but it gets worse, by the way. This is just the icing. It gets worse. Just like Gunna, he also pled to YSL is a gang. He also pled that YSL identified themselves by wearing green, wearing clothing with the words YSL or slime on it, wearing pendants displaying the letters YSL or the word slat on it. He even gave the colors of YSL, the hand signs of YSL. He identified them as a gang and even gave up what exactly they used to identify themselves as gangs. Young Thug said Gunna is a rat because Gunna testified that YSL is a gang. And when you're fighting a RICO, the objective is to prove that your organization is a criminal organization, aka a gang. So if you testify, yes, we are a gang, then you're snitching on us. Well, Young Thug brother testified. Young Thug brother said YSL is a gang. Young Thug brother gave hand signs and hand gestures they used to identify themselves as a gang. And Young Thug brother took that plea deal against other co-defendants, not just Young Thug. This is a conspiracy with other people involved, which is why one of the co-defendants, Pee Wee, he went on academics and he says that Young Thug brother is a rat. He probably wasn't aware that Young Thug told his brother to snitch, but Young Thug co-defendants is calling Young Thug brother a rat. So if you're Young Thug and you told your brother to snitch, what does that make you? The rat orchestrator?
The brother
also told on other people like Yak Gotti, who was also a co-defendant on the case, who, by the way, Young Thug called a rat, even though Yak Gotti didn't take a plea deal.
He did it wrong.
When a Gunna nigga said, you got to ask him this. How they said...
Hold up. Which one it was? Buka Rat Low? Money Rat Mark? Which one it was?
Oh,
the only one solid Nietzsche, but he did wrong because you lay beside a rat, you just like a rat. Yeah, I ain't no way. Hey, man, y'all might well share the same toothbrush. They all eat cheese. No. Hey, I told you.
That part was funny. I was watching that too when Act was live. That shit was so funny, bro. That shit was funny.
Man, you didn't come out with a rat cast. You hear me? They taking over right now. It's real against rats. I got a Rolls Royce outside. What's wrong in the ceiling?
This is what they said. They said, how are they going to act like Gunna a rat, but Thug brother took the same plea?
You heard what I told you.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody exempt. Once you're a rat, you're a rat. The only one I can't say a rat. My co-defendant with a RICO right is 28 people. So you got to look at the predicate. The predicate with me and Jeff was so-called two-boy shooting right. So they brought the charge from Clark County, Force County. We charged. I raised my hand. I did that. You can't even really convict me again. I already paid the debt to the side. I've been in prison. So I got to keep it real. Now, if I was charged to white enemy that can be bought, I'd be on the side of the fence with him.
So wait, hold on. You got to give me a definite answer. Both of them took the Alfred plea. Thug brother and Gunna. What's the difference?
Hey, my man, ain't no different. They all rats. What the fuck y'all understand it? You know,
He said it don't make no difference. They are ours. It's crazy, bro. See, this is why I don't participate in the street stuff. Y'all do y'all thing over there. Y'all have fun. Cause I don't be getting it. Like, I don't be getting it, bro. I don't want to get it. I don't care to get it. And in my opinion, it do seems like sometimes, and not even just this situation, but just in general, if someone is cool with you, they'll let it slide. That don't even be making sense because I thought it was supposed to be the rules across the board, just from the outside looking in. You feel me? Stuff that I peeped, but that's y'all though.
Does Young Thug think that? Because that's you. Young Thug ain't gonna say his brother right. Like, that's his blood. That's blood. Blood of him.
Hey, man, you wouldn't even believe it. If it weren't for his mama, ain't no telling what else I would have been out here to him. God bless you, man. I'm going with their life, man. Jump up there, who's scooter, he waiting in the sky. I'm gonna get him to come down out the sky tomorrow, and we're gonna get these folk to add what they want to motherfucker. You wouldn't believe it. I don't even mess with nobody. I'm speaking the facts. Just like you got CNN news, telling you to go to vote for the president. Yeah, I got the real nigga. You understand me? Go talk. That mom come with screaming to kick me, Aiden, you and Jeff. You understand me? Because we need a platform for what's right. You can't do it by yourself. But right now, the narrative is false all the way around the board. You feel
The person you just heard calling Thug's brother Unfunk a rat is Pee Wee Roscoe. He's the dude who shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus, and he's also the dude who Thug told the detectives during his interrogation sold weed to Lil Wayne.
You said you came to talk about Lil Wayne? Yeah, I'm just trying to get the whole background between Roscoe and Lil Wayne and all that. You want to tell us? This is about you, man to man. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker is, these niggas damn near like brothers more than Birdman Wayne. They doing what now, brother? I said them niggas was damn near more brothers than Bird and Wayne. Oh, Roscoe and Lil Wayne? This nigga used to brain Wayne his drugs.
You can tell from
the cops talk about Roscoe and this. Yeah, cops, they be trying to persuade your ass. They be trying to goddamn act like they don't know what the hell going on and just to get your ass to, you know what I'm saying, talk. Not saying he is, Young Thug is talking. I don't know what the hell going on. I'm just watching.
Just listening to Pee Wee Roscoe talk to academics, that Young Thug has manipulated Pee Wee Roscoe as well into thinking that somehow like Young Thug didn't give Unfunk the pass and Unfunk would have, been hurt badly if he wasn't Thug brother and Thug just sparing him. That's Thug manipulating Pee Wee Roscoe because Thug has also manipulated a lot of other people. Right? Yo, like things have resurfaced or calls have resurfaced where Young Thug is telling people that he ain't give out passes for anyone to take a plea deal.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, man. But you seen your brother Pete?
Most definitely.
But he said you told him to do that.
Man, watch out.
And it's crazy how the system will get you like that. They bringing out recordings and stuff. So it's like, bro, if you someone of importance, you really got to watch what you do, right? Because they gonna get your ass. Well, they gonna try to get your ass you're gonna have to watch what you do. Because just for them to bring out the recordings, because Thug was going out of, he was going out of his way to still, beef with Gunna or say stuff about Gunna. And it's like, dang, now stuff is like coming out. Now, I'm not saying he's a rat or anybody's a rat. I don't know, nigga. I don't know about y'all street shit. But at the end of the damn day, this shit is really all dumb. Like, it's really fucking complicated.
Man, God, that we telling the street.
On that same guy, he kept. Man, he come in, take a plea and say aloud.
Thug wasn't man enough to let people know that he was telling people to take these plea deals because Thug understood there ain't no excuse for what they're doing. There's no excuse for snitching. If snitching is bad for one person, it's bad for everyone. Thug understood that, which is why Thug was denying telling people to take plea deals. You see, this whole little argument they're trying to give Thug, which is, Gunna snitch first, bro, so Thug told his brother to snitch. No, this is not a snitch for snitch, right? A snitch for snitch ain't allowed in the streets, right? That's what I was told. And even in this situation, a snitch for snitch don't apply here because Unfunk isn't snitching on Gunna. He's snitching on the people who didn't take the plea deal. The people like Yak Gotti, who took this case to the very end, even after Young Thug took the plea deal. Yak Gotti saw it through and got found not guilty. And can you imagine being Yak Gotti? You held it down. You was thorough. You did everything the right way. And then you come home and Young Thug is making calls behind the scenes telling people not to mess with you. Young Thug is dropping snippets for songs where he's telling the world that you a rat.
Yeah, not you. Well, we have a lot to talk about, but I think the first thing we really need to cover is that Young Thug dropped a snippet from a song and he mentioned you in it.
Tight shit.
You heard this. He said, Yak Gotti tricked me for some years. I know he was telling.
I tricked who?
So Yak Gotti is Young Thug rapping. So Yak Gotti tricked me for some years. I know he was telling.
Who I told on?
But he also said in that same verse, he said, only reason I fuck with you, Gunna, it was because of truth.
Not only the truth too though, but who I told on? We gotta address it. Like we gonna call a spade, we gonna address it.
So let's address it.
Who paperwork I'm in or who did a day or some time for Yak Gotti. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's what this shit come down to. What I did that nobody else ain't do.
Take it all the way to the end.
All right then. Fact was a fact.
Well, look, your lawyer actually made a statement about this. Doug. He said Yak did not say a single thing about Jeff in his interviews with the cops. I don't know where this is coming from. Yak had the opportunity to turn on Young Thug during the trial to get out of the case easy. He never took it. He stood tall and took it all the way to the jury.
Tight shit, but at the same time, ain't got nothing to turn on because nigga ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? So it just still to the point where like, they trying to make me do this or say this just for I can't do that. First of all, that ain't even true. Second of all, like, I stand on more principle than that. And I ain't time for everybody else to stand on the principle.
I mean, did that bother you when you heard that?
I ain't tripping. Ain't nothing bothered me at that point. I ain't seen. I done seen everything down on the sun, but though.
Well, is he referring to the interrogation video that came out a while ago? Is that what he's referring to?
He probably is. He probably like, you got to talk to him. But if you are, who did the day for me? Who I told on? Who?
Well, whole time, the brother who really ratted gets a pass because he's Thug brother. Or because Thug told him to rat. So now Thug is like the czar of the streets, right? Whatever Thug say, go. That's the rules now, man. Thug is getting a lot of pushback right now, and a lot of people is turning on Thug based on things that Thug did himself. Thug wouldn't have this backlash. People wouldn't be talking about Thug the way they're talking about Thug right now if Young Thug came home and minded his business. If Young Thug came home and dealt strictly with music. If Young Thug wasn't playing.
And I ain't gonna lie to you though. Definitely would have came home and mind my business. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck it. Whoever are at, they are at, whatever niggas doing. I don't care, bro. I just quote unquote, got my life back and beat a quote unquote case in the NSA. Even though I know Young Thug is on probation for X amount of times. But at the end of the day, bro, definitely would have came home, mind my business, bro. Like, I don't understand that part either. I ain't gonna lie.
And the Pablo Escobar czar of the street role. If Young Thug wasn't calling people, demanding they stop messing with other people, interfering with people's business and their money for absolutely no reason whatsoever, right? What Gunna said was not used against Young Thug, right? Nothing Gunna said was used against Young Thug in the court of law. But Thug still came home and tried to stop Gunna shot, but he can't because Gunna more popular than Thug. Another street dude who Thug tried to blackball, Rollo, he would respond to Thug ratting on his Twitter page, and Rollo would say, well, B, I lied to the feds for real, and you still call Lil Baby and told him to cut me off because I wasn't right. Now you're going to have to go through what me and Gunna went through, and we waiting on that gospel album too, twin. Thug responded back, and Thug says, see, the difference between me and you is, one, your friend said you didn't lie. You actually told on real people. You said that somebody actually did something that they was arrested for. I made an honest mistake. So when Thug do it, it's an honest mistake. I made an honest mistake saying that we sold Lil Wayne weed to try to prove to the detectives that we wasn't beefing with him. See the difference? And let's not forget, you told Fanny you would take the stand on me and Lucci in our case to get out of jail. I'll be real, man. Thug is great, man. Thug is good, bro. Thug is amazing. I don't know what Rollo got going on, but it's an honest mistake when Young Thug do it. It's right when anybody else do it. I'm not even buying this. I was trying to free the homie excuse because what's the excuse for what Young Thug did to Birdman? Birdman was an active suspect. Y'all forgot. Birdman was listed in the official paperwork as who they believe orchestrated the hit on Lil Wayne's tour bus. as who paid Pee Wee Roscoe to shoot up Lil Wayne's tour bus. While Birdman was an active suspect, Young Thug went into that interrogation room and told them folks, man, y'all ain't see that mixtape Lil Wayne just dropped? Where Lil Wayne said Birdman is the army and the Birdman comes after him. He's going out like Tony Montana. Oh, they been had issues. That's you pointing the finger at Birdman, implicating Birdman, letting them know Birdman and Lil Wayne is into it. Lil Wayne feared for his life because he said if Birdman comes after him, he's going to go out like Tony Montana. You drew their attention to that mixtape when Birdman was an active suspect. Weren't you trying to free Birdman too?
Come to find out, him and Birdman got problems because he owed. Because on the mixtape that he dropped before the album, he said on one of the songs, he was like, I don't want no problems, I just want my money. Birdman is an army, I'm a one-man army. And if that nigga coming for me, I'm going out like Tony. He said those exact words. Oh, it's Tony Montana. Scarface.
I mean, if it was a excuse for Young Thug, bro, I mean, if I can make up one, it'll be he did try to trick them and just made a mistake. Just like he said, shit. You feel me? Just
See, he was like, Birdman is an army.
Okay.
He said Cash Money is an army. I'm a one-man army. And if them niggas coming for me, I'm going out like Tony.
Gotcha. Scarface, the last scene in Scarface. Yeah.
But he also said,
what's the excuse for that? Is that, I was trying to get them off my homie? No, bro. You was pointing them in Birdman's direction, letting them know, man, Birdman got something to do with this, man. I'm not the one, bro. I wouldn't do this. Birdman is the one who did this. This is textbook ratting. This is textbook snitching. Now, a lot.
Let's keep it real, bro. If you say you're a street person and you with all that, honestly, bro, you're really not supposed to be talking to nobody at all about, regarding any information, bringing up people's names and stuff, according to the streets. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not a first hand. I'm talking about like on the outside looking in. That shit is kind of weird. But
a lot of us, I'll be real, bro. A lot of us civilians, I ain't got no problem with no rats. I ain't got no problem with no.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't care. I don't care if a nigga rat or not rat. I personally don't give a F.
Snitch. I would implore Thug to drop his flag and join us on the good side, bro. Being a civilian is peaceful. You are up a couple of $1 million. Why exactly do you want to still parade yourself as a tough street dude? Listen, bro. Thug was a week away from being free. Thug couldn't take jail no more, bro. Thug tapped out and signed a plea deal for 15 years of probation. You clearly ain't cut out for this, man. Give up the lifestyle, man. Because he has went out of his way to take food off people's plates. Nobody would care if Young Thug was just some rapper where this came out on, this could be explained away. But you can't explain it away, bro. When you on $1 million worth of game, telling them, ain't no excuse to talk to the police. Letting people know that other people who did it need to be ostracized and banned from rap and blackballed. And those people lost out on millions of dollars because of you. Because these rules that you were about to explain, you said these are the rules that you live by. And anyone who don't live by these rules, they gotta be blackballed and ostracized by the rap game. And rappers like Lil Durk and Lil Baby actually listen to you too.
Stay gangster. Stay gangster. I always telling them. I tell my whole hood, you know the police ain't give you no time. Stay gangster. So don't tell them that. When they lock you up, they want to question you or anything, just at least buck on them. Like, make them feel like you ain't gonna tell. Like, wait till your first time going to court or something, bro. Like, don't tell. Like, you told the prison fuck. They got the police was finna do. They still gotta take you in. They already wrote the ticket. They already called it in. No matter what you tell them in the precinct. Telling the police car. You ain't car getting busy. You think that man finna pull over and let your pussy ass go? You think they finna pull over and let your pussy ass go through a process? When you tell him, he gonna say, okay, I got a lieutenant, you tell it to him. Like, hey, don't even tell me, bitch. I can't be knocking right and show your ticket, man. So tell them this.
How you go from that philosophy to a voluntarily 2-hour interrogation with the police? Thug didn't have to be there. Thug wasn't under no subpoena, no nothing. Thug came voluntarily to speak to the police. Thug was not arrested, nothing. His homie Pee Wee Roscoe was already arrested. So if you're there to free Pee Wee Roscoe, it didn't happen, bro. He's already arrested. He's already charged. He's already going through the process. Whatever you're going to say in that interrogation room could only hurt Pee Wee Roscoe. It couldn't help him. It couldn't help him. Right? Because one, the police ain't going to use anything you say in the interrogation room if it's going to help him. And then secondly, right, whatever you say, they're going to nitpick and choose what's going to hurt him and then use that. Let's get back to this Rollo and Young Thug situation. So Rollo went on DJ Academics and he broke down how Young Thug is responsible for the internal turmoil that's currently happening in Atlanta. He broke down how when he came home, Lil Baby pulled up on him. Baby gave him $50,000, right? Baby and him was all the way locked in, doing features, all type of stuff. And when he looked up, Young Thug called in and told Baby to stop messing with Rollo and ruin that relationship. He also spoke on Gunna and other people. And he would say, yo, if Thug is the reason why all of us is currently beefing and why we're not united, and he did this in the name of the street code or in the name of he's against rats, then how come Thug didn't get a pass for doing what he did? Because if you cause this much destruction behind something, you're supposed to be perfect and flawless with no type of gray area wrapped around your name, which I 100% agree.
My whole thing is, how in the fuck came around my niggas around the door? But let's go from the beginning. Who the fuck started all this bullshit in Atlanta? Whoever started all this pussy in the game, period. One, the first thing Thug did was try to turn Birdman against Lil Wayne.
Started took his album name, tried to motherfucker, let shit lame. Then he tell on the nigga supposed to handle the business. The second thing this nigga
Wait, slow down. Because I always thought it was so you believe that was Thug that kind of turned them against each other.
I wouldn't say that was the initiative because of course, but what I'm saying is when he got in that shit, he had, man, I don't even want to do no lame shit like that and speak on it, but he had to name him up on the bottom, nothing. That's everybody know Lil Wayne, he the go. Everybody know he had Carter 1, 2, 3. I'm just giving you emphasis from beginning to the end. All he ever did was do lame shit. The whole shit is about this nigga doing lame shit. Then he turned on Rich Homie, tried to turn the whole world against Rich Homie, and then at the same time before this man death, he told us out his own mouth that there was one of the darkest times in his life. Then he turned around and took the whole world against where I feel Lucci. Whole world. Everybody go against Lucci. Everybody go against what's that name? Yeah, he tried to turn everybody against Lucci. Now this all these three things is 100%. Everybody can go back and look at this. This ain't from Rollo. Then he turned around, he was beefing with Future, calling my phone. Future, calling Future. Like going back and forth on the net. Boom. Then he turned around, he see Gunna surpassing everything in the industry. Now he called to the street, turn everybody in the world against Gunna. And say, oh, whatever Wayne say go against it. He turned around against Gunna. He turned everybody against it. Then me and Lil Baby, we go to Dennis. I'm getting my ticket. Then you know, Lil Baby walking me home. He happy to see me. He push old Thug. He pulled another evil stunt. Oh, let me call it. All this shit did. Everybody that I have in Atlanta, everybody going against each other. Why? Because his pussy.
What type of man is calling another man to tell that man, don't mess with that man? You're goofy. You're weird, bro. You're weird. Yo, if I see that you and this dude is friends, and this dude that you're friends with has done nothing to me, he ain't snitch on me. All right? He wasn't on my case. Why would I call you and say, hey, bro, you know, bro, like he got like a snitch jacket, man. Yo, why you walking him home, bro? Why you giving him 50,000, bro? That's not right, bro. You got to cut that out, bro. Because I'm thugging, I said so? That's goofy. That's weird stuff, man. Yo, and stuff like this usually exists among women and street dudes. Those are the two demographics that goofy stuff like this have. Women and street dudes, bro. Women are calling other women to gossip about why they shouldn't hang out with that other woman. Women and street dudes, bro. Now, Rollo will also make a very good point in terms of Thug excusing himself and what he did as an honest mistake, but what Gunna did as snitching.
He's been doing that, but whole shit around the world. He thought he was Pablo Escobar. He said, like he John got a fucking little street. He didn't do nothing in these streets. He didn't put in no work. Who put in all the work? Like, none of you ain't do nothing on your case. So what I'm saying is, all this you're doing is shit, bro.
Hey, let me ask you a question. I feel like you're kind of summing up a lot of stuff here, but you said that he's turning people against each other. Like, let's say Lil Baby got his own mind. He's his own boss, I would imagine, right? How could Thug turn him against you or him against some?
First of all, if you did that, why in the fuck is you so against all rat? Nigga, you talk kid cut it. You going super rat crazy. Yeah, you don't want to. Okay, let's just say Thug, you did make a mistake until. Why the fuck he saying got down?
Bro, make a mistake as tell is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. How can you make a mistake and tell? Not talking about the Young Thugs. I'm just saying in general. It's funny.
I made a mistake. So basically saying you can make a mistake and do some like shit, but Gunna can't make a mistake and do some like shit. Oh, just like you said, it ain't about you telling, it's about who told. Like, come on, man. Like, this shit ain't cool. Like, what he doing is 100%.
He's 100% right. Now, another person who we all want to hear from, I'll be real, this is one of the few people I really wanted to hear what his take was on his Thug situation. YSL Woody. YSL Woody was minding his business when Young Thug put him in a song and made him hot. And the police started to monitor YSL Woody because of that. And because of that, YSL Woody was dragged to jail back and forth routinely. And eventually he started to snitch. Well, YSL Woody would give his take on Young Thug, and he would call Young Thug a manipulator. They claim that Young Thug manipulated him and everybody.
Information is the key. Information is the key. And when you in these streets, everybody playing for keeps. Everybody playing for keeps. Why you think when it was time for the jury to reach a verdict, it was only Yak Gotti and Shannon sitting in the courtroom? Because Thug tapped out. All Thug had to do is just be patient. But you get out of jail, talk about you feel like you were never in jail. Yak Gotti and Shannon, you have reached a verdict of not guilty. Oh, this nigga reached a verdict of not guilty. How stupid is he looking? How stupid. But then he come out with his first interview. He got a mask over his face, y'all. He can't look at himself. He can't look at himself. His conscience ain't him up. He trying to pay all this money to keep this stuff out the blogs, keep paying the media. This what control they have. This the control they have. Calling people, bro, don't unfollow me, bro. No, I mean, not right now, bro. I understand you don't mess with me, bro. But just do it in a professional way, bro. Like, come on, bro. Yeah. What happened to you, my brother, right or wrong? What happened to the word blow? What happened to we gonna ride to the end? What happened to the end?
That's grade A manipulation.
You said what
nothing more than manipulation. We brother, we twin. We locked in for life, right or wrong. Man, I can never turn against you, twin. It's all of that. It's all we locked in when I want you to go spin on YFN Nut, when I want you to catch a body on my behalf because I'm the multi-millionaire rapper and I don't want to throw my life and career away. But the thing is, I shouldn't be telling you who's Poe. I shouldn't be telling you who's trying to get your life together, who's trying to feed your family. I shouldn't be telling you to go commit crimes on my behalf. I should be telling you how to get these millions how I got it. But instead, I put a pistol in your hand and said, go do this because we locked in, we twin, I got your back forever. Woody is now realizing that he was manipulated by Young Thug. That Thug never really liked him, that they was never really locked in, that he was just being used by Thug because he was, the crash dummy. Woody was the one who was going to go when it was time to go. Thug wasn't going. The Thug ain't fed in Atlanta. Woody was fed in Atlanta, though. All right. Thug wasn't in Woody songs. Woody was in Thug songs. Thug was rapping about who Woody was. Woody wasn't rapping about who Thug was. Because Woody ain't had nothing to rap about. Woody ain't had nothing to rap about what Thug was. Woody ain't have nothing to rap about. What did Thug do?
Everybody always tell you my brother, I'm with you right or wrong. But soon as the world say you wrong, they be the first ones that told the world you were wrong. And you still protecting them. When deep down inside, you know they the cause of it from the start. You know they wrong from the start. But due to the fact that I got responsibilities, I got kids I want to raise, that I want a part of my kids' life. Let me tell y'all something. I don't look for sympathy. You feel me? I didn't know no better. But when I did know better, I choose to do better. That's why I'm where I'm at now. And guess what? I got custody. I got my kid living with me. She go to school with me. I got my other little girl. She okay. You feel what I'm saying? I got my family. They all love me. We go to church every Sunday. We ain't on no BS. We ain't on none. The kids see me in the community and other places.
Everyone at this point is seeing right through Young Thug's BS. Even Sauce Walka, who was usually inactive on Twitter, took to Twitter just to respond or to react to this Young Thug situation. Sauce Walka, Young Thug been beefing now for about a decade. But Sauce will say, these the ninjas, y'all was idolizing and high-siding me over. LOL. Y'all seen the signs years ago and ignored it. Who's lame now? TSF stood tall in courtroom, not one snitch in splat business. Right? And he would also respond back and he would say, snakes and rats are in the same group of the animal kingdom. The scum of the jungle. No honor among snakes and rats. Don't try to switch to a spider now. LOL. Your snake skin already exposed. Y'all fans and kids still want to be slimes? Or y'all finally understand the message now? In the streets, a snake is a scavenger just like a rat. If the streets was a jungle, a snakes prey on the weak and the people closest to them who guards are down. Double cross, triple cross, no backbone, no loyalty, no principle is the point of the analogy. That's a little nicer than I expected because it kind of sounds like Sauce Walka is saying Young Thug is not a snitch, but he's a snake though. Right? It sounds like he's saying, hey, Young Thug crossed or backdoor or did some snake things to his homie by speaking a little too much or by speaking on Birdman or by making calls to get people blackball the band, but I can't go as far as to call him a rat. Because he's saying he's a snake and not a rat. But y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what do y'all think about this, okay? What do you guys think about this Young Thug situation? Y'all think Young Thug can bounce back from this, man? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen, right here on my screen, to find out how Dame Dash tried to expose Cameron, but it backfired badly. I'm going to see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks.
All right. Well, there you have it. Do I think Young Thug is a rat? No. Would I care? Nope. But it's entertaining to watch. But make sure you guys go to my website, letshelpyougrownow.gumroad.com. Check out my courses, get a free 10-minute call, fix your credit, get some social media hooks for your music. That way people can click it. I got free affiliate tools too, make some money. You also can become an affiliate as well. Enjoy my Let's Help You Grow Now program. Out.
Don't you see me right now, baby girl? I'm on the grind. I ain't really got no time to waste time. Baby, I'ma shine.